Okay. Okay, here we go. So, this is the year. This is the year I throw myself off the deep end. This is the year I go all for it. The year that I realize my potential and evolve faster than I ever have before. 2003 was such an eye-opening year. Like, damn, I legit spent most of the year just living day by day, waiting for something to happen. And that feeling did not help my anxiety at all. Mind you, I mean, there are many wonderful things that happened to me in 2023. First of all, I got married to my soulmate, someone I'm proud to call my husband. I also went scuba diving in the ocean for the first time. I had gotten my scuba certification back in October of 2022, but I had not had time to go out to the ocean until this year, and that was a lot of fun. I got to babysit my baby niece and watch her grow from a teeny tiny little potato to an actual walking and talking toddler. And I had also spent the last half of 2022 and the first half of 2023 working at Rick and Morty as a character designer on season 7. And that was a goal of mine that I've had since getting out of art school, basically. The reason I mention all these things is because I want to express more gratitude this year. And I will start by saying how gracious I am for all the happy moments I had in 2023 with friends and family. But for the most part, most of my 2023 really did feel like I was floating in limbo. I think it started when Rick and Morty went on hiatus. Soon after, the writer's strike happened, and most plans that I had made for the year went out the door. I can't be mad, nor am I blaming the strike, because I totally agree that it needed to happen, especially for the well-being of the entertainment industry that I'm so proudly a part of. Solidarity, yo. But although the strikes kept going, and I essentially felt like I was waiting for it to come to a conclusion before I could even think about finding a new job in the industry. Everyone seemed to be in a similar scramble, and I was already dealing with a returning bout of burnout and imposter syndrome. For my own sanity, I kept away from social media due to the anguish that everyone was collectively voicing. It was just a very hard time for everyone, and I had to do my good to myself and just keep away from everything during this time. Besides, I had a wedding to plan. I loved my wedding. It was a beautiful day, and I had everyone I loved under one barn roof. And like I said, I married the most amazing man. Reading our vows at the altar will forever replay in my head. We had our first dance to Honeybee by Steam Powered Giraffe, then partied, drank, and just caught up with everyone all through the night. We had a lot of people coming in from either out of town or people we just haven't seen in so long, and it was just very nice to have everyone around. But there's so much I can say about that day. Special shout out to my bridesmaids because they kept me sane throughout everything, and I love them. But for the sake of the vlog, I'm gonna just conclude that here. Maybe it could be another video. But the wedding was in late September, and the strike was still going. With the planning over, though, I ended up taking up some part-time jobs. Most notably, I worked at Spirit Halloween for the season. I can do a whole other video on that experience, but it really was a grand old time. Working at the Halloween store was kind of a goal of mine back in high school, and I even saw my old application from like 2008, 2010 in the system. So being offered this job felt like a chance to kind of heal my inner child. When starting, one of my managers even told me it can have that effect. I had a great team of funny, energetic coworkers, and being surrounded by costumes and props and all sort of silly things and scary things really did kind of light a fire in me. It's hard to explain, but it was just a really fun time to explore what used to captivate me when I was younger. After the Halloween season, I took on another seasonal job, but this is when it really started feeling like limbo. Of course, I always feel like December doesn't really exist. So really, I just felt the usual restlessness of the holiday season. Productivity levels just dropped during these times, and I knew that I just had to be kind to myself and take it day by day. The writer's strike had concluded back in November, but unfortunately, I was told that Rick and Morty was laying me off for the time being. It was, something I was unhappy to hear, but it's the industry and, it's not uncommon. And after the news, I spent most of my December thinking about my road ahead. Mind you, my anxiety was at my worst. But slowly the idea of a big change in my life started feeling exhilarating. Terrifying, yes. Oh my God, yes. Terrifying is the word. But oh man, was this door closing going to lead me to find an even grander open door? Is this an opportunity that I'm seeing? And well, I guess that's why I'm here now. I believe that my new path is to become a more independent artist. I reflected a lot and realized that I want to create unapologetically and attract like-minded artists and creators that I can collaborate with, because I love working with other people and other creatives. I want to show my work off to the world because I've worked very hard to be better, not just as an artist, but also as a human being. I can no longer justify my fear in being perceived by strangers, because I know now that the people who actually love me will never judge me for what I do or draw. My goal with my art and these videos are to encourage myself to keep going, to prove to myself that I can still be creative, funny, silly, and weird, no matter how old I get. I want my art to strike my audience with emotions, whether it's happiness, sadness, fear, or discomfort. I want to embrace my cringe and enjoy the little things in life that bring me utter happiness. I aim to inspire myself, my friends, any fans I make along the way, and even my future children, if I decide to have any at all. I want to create, not because I feel forced to make content, but because I am an artist who shows off their work with the public, regardless if they are asking for it or not. I want to heal my inner child, the child that had an endless imagination and didn't care what others thought. I want to recapture that feeling inside of me. So here I am. Thanks for tuning in. It's truly, truly appreciated. If you'd like to follow along on my journey, I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm aiming to at least post art vlogs every week or so, but I also want to focus on some bigger projects. So you could stay tuned for those. You can also follow my art through the links in my link tree. I'll list that down in the description. Here's to 2024. Cheers! Thank you so much.